early last year, Ice Spice had over 39 million monthly listeners on Spotify. But if you take a look at it today, she's sitting at 15 million. And to some people, this ain't even a surprise. That's what happens when you make music with the only purpose is having 15 seconds of it go popular on TikTok. So what happened to Ice Spice? How did she go from being so loved to where she is right now? See, when Ice Spice got big, it was because of TikTok. And if we look at the type of music she make, it don't really have no substance to it. It was just something fun to listen to. Then on top of that, the whole world thinks she look good, so of course she got that on her side. And look, before I keep going, if you can hear the fans, I'm sorry, my room hot as hell, and I can't turn my fans off for this video. But Ice Spice blew up years ago. She had a bunch of catchy songs, the whole world was listening to it. It went viral everywhere. Everyone looking at this new girl on the block like, what's she about to bring? What's she finna bring to the table? And one person that happened to be watching was the one that only somebody we should have expected, Drake. He was in the DMs right when she blew up. I'm talking about barely a month after her brand new song Munch came out, Drake was already in her DMs trying to get some. And I guess he got it, I don't know, but she ended up going to OVO Fest with him, and this was what she said about the experience. When Drake DM'd me, I ain't really expect that. I had just landed in LA for my Genius open mic. He was actually like, yo, Munch hard, and I seen you on the Radar freestyle. And I was like, that's crazy, cause I'm in LA about to shoot the open mic right now. Then we went to OVO Fest, and it was exciting because it was like his first time performing in Toronto in years. So it was just a move. And really the first few months of her career was filled with a lot. Dropped some more music, dropped some more songs that people cared about. And people was kind of paying attention to her. But not only that, she started messing around with Lil TJ. And the only reason I'm bringing this up is because them being together indirectly got them locked up. See, what it seemed like happened, they was messing around, they recorded a song together, and while TJ was on the way to record a music video with her, he ended up getting booked on some gun charges. Her career was moving quick. Something happened that's gonna be real important later on, so just keep this in mind. A few months into her career, early 2023, she got a shout out to Nicki. She got tapped in with Nicki that early in her career. And if you know anything about the female side of hip hop, you understand how influential and powerful Nicki Minaj is. So for Ice Spice to have her on this side this early, it's crazy. But this when people really started to talk about the problems with Ice music. Yeah, she might get this cosign, but that ain't nothing unless the music really talking about something. And around this time, people was vocal. One person online had this to say about Ice Spice. How does Ice Spice get away with being so terrible? Her music awful and sounds the same in every aspect, same beat, same flow. She even reuses the same bar damn near every song. Like seriously, how do people listen to that? And nearly all of the 600 replies under this post either agreed with them or just repeated what I said in the beginning. People think she look good, so they listen to the music cause she look good. But how bad were the lyrics? Like, am I over exaggerating? Am I just hating? Let's take a look at one of her songs. Let's go on Genius, let's look at her song. And this really is the title. Thank you to shit. And in parentheses, fart. She said, thank you to you not even a fart. I be going hard, I'm breaking their hearts. Be quick, but I'm quick. She could be rich, but I'm richer. And them really is the lyrics. And if you look at the Genius comments under the lyrics, they just trolling lyrical genius. Oh boy, another trash mainstream rap song on the way. Insane bars, but I'm here for it. Shakespeare couldn't write rhymes like this. Basically, people knew the song was trash, and I think herself knew it was trash. That's why she released it. But 2023 will be filled with her getting on these beats, talking nonsense. But people really did like it, I guess. She even had a Taylor Swift feature. Then on top of that, had a song with a Barbie soundtrack that did real good. She was making money. She found something that worked for her and ran with it. See, 2023 would also be when she got into it with Lotto. She spoke on Ice Spice around this time, and Ice Spice was hot. And Lotto made a move that had people thinking she was copying Ice. And she had to get online defending herself. She basically saying, I ain't steal nothing. She said, every time y'all accuse me of copying folks, I'ma clear it up. None more, none less. I don't like how y'all take my tweets and make them fit y'all weak ass narratives. And Ice Spice ain't like that. That ain't sit right with her. And some months later, she would respond to Lotto on her deluxe album. She would get on there and basically make a play on some of Lotto bars for one of her previous songs. But the controversy wouldn't slow down for Ice. See, right in the middle of 2023, she did something strange. And I vividly remember this happening because every streamer was not even wanting to listen to her song because of this. This right here had the internet going crazy. She made a music video, right? And for whatever reason, in one of her twerk songs, she gave a whole scene where this not 18-year-old was twerking in the video. And this had fans mad. A not 18-year-old is twerking in this damn video. Enough is enough. You bird brain rappers need to be stopped. Y'all some degenerates. And I don't understand why she would do this. She knew who her market was, and she knew she does feed off these streamers reacting to her music.
Continue straight.
Weird shit like that is morally wrong. And to me personally, I don't think that was no accident. The person that you have been throwing shots at for over a year just so happened to be in the background of your snippet why you talking shit? I don't believe that was the case. I don't believe that happened on accident. But that wasn't all she had to say though. Cause after that Gilly clip, everybody was feeling like she was ducking smoke. They felt like she was ducking smoke from Ice Spice out of all people. And I guess she wasn't gonna have that put on her name, so she gave another response.
So I did the interview solely for the purpose, so I didn't have to like do like this, get on live, get on Twitter, and but clips got chopped up. So what I am gonna do is speak on it. Y'all ever know me to duck smoke? Like, I'm never ducking smoke. This a throw rocks hard.
Exit right.
Yeah, I ain't see the. I want to come drop dead right now for the room. I need the life for it. I already said I'm not ducking smoke. I'm just recording a TikTok. She don't be that deep. And on my mother, if I did see that video behind me, I still would have proceeded. The don't do to me.
But the thing with Lotto, she can actually rap, especially when compared to Ice Spice. But the thing with these two is, yeah, Lotto might make the better music. Ice Spice is way more popular than Lotto. And that might have been getting to her, but we don't know for sure. And this had the world feel like she was ducking Ice Spice. But back to Ice Spice, she kind of fell out with Nicki Minaj. Remember how I told you to keep that situation in the back of your mind? Well, this word come back. Earlier this year, Ye was doing the whole Virtuous rollout, y'all know. And during this rollout, he wanted to put out this song, Nobody. And for some context on this song, this is a song he done had in the tuck for years. Him and Nicki made this all the way back in 2018, and the leak went crazy. People wanted this song to drop so bad, but you know how Ye, for whatever reason, the nigga decided not to drop this song, and Nicki ain't mess with it. And so when time came for Ye to put it on the Vultures album, she was like, no. She basically told the nigga, you missed your chance. You had this hit song that got leaked, and you ain't want to drop it. It's too late. So Ye was like, alright, Nicki don't want to drop it. He turns around, hits some Ice Spice, and tries to get her put on the song. And I'm pretty sure she did the verse. But when time came for that to drop, her team ain't let it go public. When her team ain't let it go public, Ye went public. He got on IG saying Ice Spice sent a verse in, but her team won't let it drop. And when Nicki fans seen this, they snapped. They was like, how the hell you supposed to be Nicki homegirl and you getting on this song that she don't want out? Them Nicki fans was on it. One tweet wrote, I hate that Ice Spice showing her hand. Going against the plan would be the demise of her career. You don't get in the game and move like that. It ain't about being scared, it's about being loyal to the ones that's loyal to you. And it ain't stopping just random fans speaking online. Nicki's stylist stepped in and gave a statement. How they were sisters when she sent the verse in, not snatching it after it leaked and she was sent the song. But Ice Spice versus Nicki will go a lot deeper. See, just the other morning back in May of 2024, Ice Spice's old friends started snapping. And some people think that she was having a mental break. She was just online telling all the Ice Spice business. Now, do we know if this was a real thing or was it just somebody being
Exit
bitter?
right.
We don't know for sure, but it did have the internet talk. DJ Riot is her producer and boyfriend since 2019. He was the real mastermind of her career and the one who pushed her to rap. She cheated on him with TJ and then rapped about it on their song together. If you don't believe me, just go back and read the lyrics to Gangsta Boo. But this time, read carefully. They was talking about him. She knows no loyalty, not even the person who's always been there for her, Riot. And like she said, Riot is Ice Spice's main producer. He was one of the first people to ever give her beats because nobody else wanted to. But a lot of what her ex-friends said can be looked at as nonsense because there was plenty of times where she got on Twitter spewing just that, nigga, nonsense. One tweet she came, she was a sidekick and predict the future. Another one, she said, God is a woman. Another one, she said, Jesus Christ is the Son of God. Then she just went on to expose some messages with her and Ice Spice where Ice Spice was allegedly talking about Nicki, then turned around and tried to expose Ice Spice's main producer, Riot. She was just on a whole bunch of BS and the internet was feeling like she was in the wrong. One response to her, you know what, though? I feel like it's a really trash thing for you to do as an ex-friend. She clearly trusted you and you just out in her business. Bad vibes. This not the serve you think it is. You look pathetic. But past all that childish nonsense, what about her career? Yes, she might have been in all this controversy, but what about the actual music? What musically caused her to drop from 39 million monthly listeners to just 15 million? See, with time, people done got tired of her and her music that don't got no substance, bad lyrics, same beat, same flow every song. people was tired of it. And people kind of did start to look into the lyrics. It's a whole theory going on right now that she got an obsession with poop. If you really do look through her lyrics and her songs, a lot of her songs is her talking about shit. On her song Give Me the Light, she said this: I miss poopy like I need a diaper. You know what's crazy? 2 lines before this, she had the nerve to say, I don't need a writer. And if I'm being honest, her not having a writer might be her downfall. Cause what do you be on these songs talking about? What the hell do you mean I miss poop? Like with everything else in life, if you spend years on years doing the same things with no substance, of course people gonna get tired of it. And you can tell by her numbers that people tired of it. Her last few songs, they ain't been doing too hot. They not doing good like the ones from last year. But probably the biggest problem of all, she ain't dropped her debut album yet. She dropped an EP last year, but this album that she finna drop will really be a make or break for her career. Over the last year, she basically been promoting this brand new album that she finna drop, Y2K, her debut album. And it's speculated to come out this month, but how will this album do? The honeymoon phase with her and her music is over. People really starting to be honest about Ice Spice, and every time you go on social media, Ice Spice always the joke or something. Just the other day, she had a performance and the whole world laughing at her talking about, damn, I think she tired of twerking. I think she's tired of doing her signature move on stage. But now people are starting to be honest about what she got to bring to the table, so who knows how this album gonna do? Who knows if this album gonna have that heat that's just gonna bring her back to where she was at last year? But I got a question for y'all. Will y'all be listening to this album when it come out?